A dude here with SWAZY Pro WEEZY HD. We're here to review Kong Skull Island, the new King Kong movie of 2017. Wow, bro. I don't know how I'm gonna start off, but I'm gonna just let Pro WEEZY hit you guys with what his thoughts on the movie, and then I'm gonna give him my thoughts on the movie, and we'll just see where we stand on the situation.
So yeah, my take on the movie was well, I would say it's alright, but
No spoilers, by the way.
sorry, but spoiler warning. So there has to be spoiler warning.
No, I tell you, nobody, bro. Just yeah.
So my take on the movie was, it was alright. It was pretty good. The fighting scene was alright. The CGI,
Alright.
it was good. It was good. It was good. It was good enough for me to be a pass. It was a good movie. It was long and interesting. We were contemplating before we watched the movie whether or not they should maybe do a Godzilla and King Kong crossover.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
But
I just don't know how they were gonna put both monsters to scare each other, because Godzilla in Godzilla 2014 was very huge. He was very huge. Seeing King Kong in this movie, he didn't look. He maybe reached King Kong at his his belly or something. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna be big enough, but I don't think they're gonna do a movie, so it don't matter.
yeah, we were just saying it could be a what if situation scenario. But basically, we both come to the conclusion to say that Godzilla would win either way.
Yeah, he will win though. Basically, we saw a couple, like they gave us some Easter eggs in the King Kong movie where we saw a picture of Godzilla in the water. They mentioned him not by name. They just said they were trying to kill something with the bombings that they were doing, the experiments and stuff. They talked about Godzilla for a brief moment. I think this movie took place way before Godzilla because it's in the 1990s.
And it was about the Monarch. It was the same organization, Monarch.
Yeah, so it's like an early version of Monarch before it became Monarch for Godzilla 2014.
But yeah, but at the same time, Monarch was there.
Also, the guy did say Godzilla was still growing, so I think they're using that as an excuse to make him bigger than he was in this movie.
Yeah. Plus, the same time the pilot, sorry, spoiler. The same time the pilot got crashed and got stuck on the island, it was 1977. And in Godzilla, when they found the cabin with the spores in it, the radioactive spores.
I don't know about that. Anyway, I'm gonna just give y'all my take on the King Kong movie. If you guys want to watch a movie that can keep you entertained for about maybe an hour, Godzilla, King Kong maybe could do it. Me, I was semi-intrigued at most parts. I mean, of course, it's CGI. The landscaping, the scenery, it looked great for CGI, but it's just that the CGI for me was too noticeable. Like, I could just tell that's CGI. That's CGI. Like it's like they didn't use any raw footage, just record an island and just put on some filters on it or something. But they just use CGI, CGI that, CGI that. So we're gonna talk about the things we liked about the movie, and then we're gonna talk about the things that we hated about the King Kong Skull Island movie. I'm gonna just say the things that I liked. I personally liked how they introduced King Kong in the movie. Spoilers warning. He threw a big ass tree at a helicopter.
Also in the trailer.
That was great. That was in the trailer. You didn't know it looked like they was already fighting, but in the movie, it was just calm. Big ass tree. Out of nowhere.
It was a palm tree.
Don't matter what kind of tree, just straight in this nigga, just helicopter down. And then it went into point of view. You could see the situation from the pilot's point of view and everybody's point of view.
Pilot.
It looked, everybody, skip through scenes where it went from person to person, so it looked great. That was also good cinematography. Let me see what else. King Kong, his design. You can't really design a guy. I was about to say Godzilla again. You can't design King Kong any other way because he's a gorilla.
Man, he is. I'm gonna be honest. He is ugly to me. Honestly.
I don't know why you're looking at monkeys
Damn.
trying to. I don't know why you're looking at monkeys trying to be with them, but okay.
Never.
King Kong, I don't know about looks or nothing. I don't care about that. I'm just looking at King Kong, his size, what he can do to destroy Godzilla, and what he brought in that movie made it look like he could go toe to toe with Godzilla.
But he's too short.
To me, they will make him bigger in future movies, maybe. Me also like the villain in the movie, just because they didn't focus on multiple creatures. It was just based on, it was one thing doing all the damage. Godzilla, King Kong had to take care of it. That's basically it. He had to take care of what he had to take care of. He fought those lizard tails. I don't know what the hell they are.
Spoiler.
I don't know what they is.
Call it skull crawlers.
Skull crawlers, whatever they call. They focused on those for most of the movie. A couple of times they threw in a bunch of like majestic creatures, like a log walking.
It was basically like a bug. You could say a stick insect.
Yeah.
You could say.
Or it was like it was a buffalo, but it was in water. But it was a majestic buffalo.
A huge buffalo, like seriously.
I don't get what it was doing, but it fits, okay. And it had a big ass spider ant.
It's a spider.
Spider ant.
But he had claws though. That shit had
We were
claws.
contemplating if it was a crab, or it was an ant, or it was a spider crab ant mixed just in together, because everything there was like, yeah. Basically, I was thinking Skull Island was actually Godzilla. Like, they were on top of Godzilla, but I was like, nah,
That.
Godzilla can't be that big. I mean, even if.
And he'd be too OP for that.
He would be getting up with all those explosions and niggas just blowing shit up on your back. Like, okay.
He'd be pissed off.
He get his ass up, basically. Another thing that I liked was Samuel L. Jackson I didn't want him to be a villain, but yeah.
He came out as a villain.
The role that he played was very good. It brought the story forward and created conflict, and sometimes good conflict, sometimes bad conflict. He did a good job. I don't know what the dude's name who acted in Thor. He did a job that as expected. I mean,
Luffy. The actor is Luffy. We
Loki.
haven't.
Loki.
Yeah, Loki.
Loki. He did a good job. I don't know who the actress was, but I mean,
she was pretty good, but she was too, how should I say, soft.
claps all around to the cast. I don't know what he's talking about. Everybody did good. They put in the dude
Different
from
opinions.
the only person I saw that didn't fit in the movie was the dude that portrayed WEEZY in
Compton.
Straight Outta Compton. I don't know why they put him in there. They could have just put in like a random black guy who nobody knew, but they put in him.
And
so
they put in to do with the
I
glasses.
it was good to me, but yeah, it was good. It was good. Something else that I liked was it was just beautiful. Explosions, like everything was just explosions, just bam, beautiful. Everything was burning because it was like 1972, so it had flamethrowers, a lot of explosions, a lot of fire,
AK-47s.
guns. So no future M6, 28, 9, all good guns. It was just great. They were good. You got anything you want to add on top of
Yeah.
that?
You see, you saw the fat. Oh, sorry for my. I'm not being racist, but yeah, the fat white guy.
That's not being racist. That's just saying. You don't know his name. His name is Russell Crowe, I think.
He acted in the first King Kong movie. He was the stranded dude. He was the bad guy in the first King Kong movie.
Are you stupid?
He was.
Are you stupid?
He was the one who went after King Kong.
Oh, okay. You stupid, right? You know the person who acted in the first King Kong movie was Jack Black. Jack Black was not in this movie, dumbass.
Damn, I was getting myself mixed up. Yeah, right.
The cast in the first King Kong had nothing to do with this. This was it was like
A rebirth.
a remaster. They remastered everything. It's not rebirth. They remastered the whole thing.
They retconned some stuff though. Because in the first King Kong, they didn't say King Kong had a family. This King Kong had a father and mother.
Nigga, it's that first King Kong come out 2007. They ain't gonna be thinking about, oh, let's give him a family. It's 2007, 2006, whenever it come out.
I know, 2007.
It's a new King Kong movie, so now they're gonna give him family and parents.
Right.
The Godzilla family thing, they never used to talk about, oh, Godzilla got a family. They used to just talk about eggs. And the last Godzilla was asexual, so he could reproduce eggs. I was like, what the fuck? But then the new guy, he ain't looking for no female Godzilla.
He was just protecting. Well, not really protecting, just putting.
Hey, no Godzilla talking. We talking about.
You have anything you always want to add? Because I had a lot of bad things I want to talk about.
Okay.
It was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
No movie is without sin. And I took that from Cinema Sins, which is a great channel. You guys should check those guys out also. Okay, my stuff that I didn't like in this. I didn't like King Kong. Him just being King Kong, he was just like the first King Kong. He seen a girl, and he turned into Wimpy, the motherfucking goldfish.
Yeah, his eyes glow when she touches him.
She touched this nigga on his freaking forehead, lip, nose,
looking thing.
And he just, the camera was focused on his eyes. She was crying, he was crying. Like they was talking telepathically.
His eyes lit up like they went brighter.
I don't know what was happening, but it seems like every time King Kong get around pussy, he just like, oh shit. I don't know what to do.
Oh man.
He just I don't like that. King Kong just gets soft. You wanna kill animals, that's fine. You wanna help water beasts and shit, okay, that's fine. But a girl comes along and you like, oh shit, y'all cut me up with y'all helicopters before, but y'all got a bitch with you? Oh, I'm gonna forgive all y'all. He didn't forgive him per se, but she was with a nigga and he was like, okay, you with him? Okay, we cool. And he ended up saving her in the end.
Again.
Spoiler.
Her ass shit.
Like, why would he be even saving her? She did nothing for him.
I know, right?
She brought those guys there anyway, but whatever.
She was with
him. Next thing I don't like is
what
I don't like is them showing monsters and showing them once in the movie. They showed all these big creatures in the trailer, and when you watch the movie, you see them once and you don't see them again. The spider scene, there's only one spider in the movie. So you thinking there's like 10 spiders? There's one spider.
They cut that bitch down.
The water buffalo. You seen that? It was two, but the next one you see, it's dying on a helicopter. You see a tree log look like a recap of Groot or something. I don't know what it is. And then they bring in the skull crawlers. There might be a mention of other animals, but they don't show them.
Yeah, they didn't. That was not cool.
Ants. Or he said, they're ants. We gotta watch out for the ants.
I mean, you could hear the noise. It was like, you think those are birds, but those are giant motherfucking ants.
And they put in these small little bird things for comedic relief.
It was like pterodactyls, baby pterodactyls.
You mean they took up this guy and then they just flew him out in the sunset, just rip his arm off.
Rip that shit right
just
off.
Ripped it off. I was like, okay, cool.
Kill that bitch.
Samuel Jackson ended up killing one of them, shot him in the head.
It was like,
just sniped his head off. I was like, okay. But those are the only animals you see show up more than once in the movie, and they didn't even do anything. The spider scene, I didn't understand it. They were walking, and then the spider the spider, I guess, is made out of camouflage bamboo, and it just stepped on one of them. And then when it stepped on him, they started shooting.
Everybody was like, oh, what?
And that's when the spider started moving, and that's when all the hands, feet
Everything
start coming
started.
down. That's when everybody started moving. Cause I'm like, wait, that spider was there waiting for them to come there, or
It was it walking up the. Oh shit! What?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Or was it walking? I mean, like, yeah.
I didn't get it. Like it was just one spider. I mean, I could get King Kong being the only one left.
Well, one
But
spider.
one spider. They ain't even run into another one.
I mean, he ran into a spoiler alert again. He ran into a giant octopus. Like, seriously.
Yeah, one octopus, and then
One
they was still
octopus.
fighting in water in the final scene. No octopus there. I guess octopus are just on one part of the island. Right.
And then there was the skull part where the skull crawlers was. I mean, spoiler again. It coughed up a man's head.
They were looking for the guy. They didn't know he was dead. Samuel Jackson, being ignorant, was like, "I ain't leaving without my man." And one of the explorers, one of the explorers saw his dead body and was like, "Okay, he dead, but
The navigator.
whatever." Samuel Jackson still said, "I want to go there because I want to kill King Kong." I'm like,
You can't kill King Kong.
"Why you
That's
want to
Kong.
kill
You
King
can't.
Kong?" No, I mean, I know he killed your man, but you flew in over the nigga, started just blowing, dropping bombs and shit. Even the guy who was there for 28 years started trying to tell him,
Don't do it.
but they wasn't listening, of course, because it's a movie and you need conflict in a movie.
So he can. be
Conflict is always needed. So that happened, and that happened. It was just dumb. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand. And also, the dumbest thing in the movie, we waited 1 hour and how much ever minutes just for a bigger version of the skull crawlers to show up.
I mean, like, just one big skull crawler, not even like
It's not even
10 baby ones.
It's not even 10 baby ones, and it has an army, and then it's just on top of
Just
a mountain
one.
waiting. It's just one. It ain't even two, and he gotta fight two of them, and then they be like King Kong 2. Let's see how he gets out of this one. Nah,
It was just one.
just,
I mean, it was skillful with his body, how he was moving, but just one.
I'm thinking, so King Kong's the only one left, and that thing's the only thing left also.
Maybe not.
I don't get it, because how is there a baby skull crawlers, and then there's just one big one? Shouldn't there be another one that it mated with to get those small ones? Like it didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense at all. I just don't get it. We just waited for one big fight at the end. I'm thinking King Kong. I'm thinking that skull crawler is like still small, and there's one even bigger than it, with legs or something.
Yeah,
Or
because
just something better than it, but it's just a bigger version.
the design of it was alright, was good, but two hands, nothing else. I mean, he could have killed King Kong if he wanted to, but he didn't.
Yeah, that's what I didn't like. It could have killed him.
But he didn't.
He could have
Instead,
killed him in one scene when he went to
spoiler.
Samuel Jackson and they blew him up, ambush. He fell down. It run at King Kong, just put his face straight down in the ground.
And then it cut to the scene where
And then
they were
the
running.
girl tried to take a damn picture. This dumb ass, oh my god. She tried to take a picture. I don't know what she was doing. They was just doing it so we could see what was happening. But she tried to take a picture. It had King Kong's face on the ground. Then it looked across at the camera, and then it started chasing her for no reason. I don't know why. I guess having a big ass, giant ass ape there that's keeping you down below ain't important. Let's just go chase the little ass humans. It didn't make no sense.
And then while they were running from night, clear night, to dawn. What kind of shit is that?
It was just a cut. It was just a clear cut. They don't want to show you them running for hours.
Yeah, but at least show.
It was dumb.
Yeah,
This
like,
niggas was running from morning, like night, pitch dark night. It wasn't even like night, and you could see the sun. It was night. And in the next scene, these niggas running in the day.
dawn coming up, sun like coming up, like just coming up like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Just like when he told them to stay put. They went on top of a mountain. They found King Kong. No, when they met the mountain, it was like it was in this daylight. It was sun. when they met King Kong, it was in the night. They only walked up the hill, and up at the top of the hill was nighttime.
They ran back down and they made it before like morning could have come. Morning could have reached there.
But it was night. They went in the afternoon. They arrived at night. They came back down in the night. So you telling me they went up there in the afternoon, left those people down there for 10 hours? How much?
Maybe more.
And then came down and they were still there. Even
sitting down in the same position.
Same position. They didn't even say, "Oh my God, it's night. We need to get out of here." Boy.
I mean, like, it didn't even cut to the scene where any ants came down or anything. Like, yeah.
I guess they ran out of budget. They was like, let's use one monster. I like that they used one monster, but that was no competition to Godzilla.
No.
It tried. I just knew Godzilla was going to win because, of course,
he took too long to kill it, by the way.
It was dumb. Like, me seeing Godzilla fight two T-Rexes in the first King Kong, that
was sweet. I mean,
not even two. Three
motherfucking
T-Rexes in the first King Kong movie. He just kicking both their asses, just using their gravity against them. Just three of them, and while holding a girl in his hand. This one, he ain't even holding nobody. He can't fight one big ass lizard.
And I mean, he had a perfect opportunity.
He was injured. Yeah, I know. He was injured, but
I mean, he has his two hands. I mean, he could have ripped its bottom jaw off if he wanted to.
And then they tried to like hit us with the little teaser, feeling like King Kong's gonna die. He falls down in a boat, gets trapped. He walks up on his chest, acts like it's gonna eat him. Takes like 2 days. 2 days later, to freaking kill him, they start firing shots. And it's not even supposed to turn and look at him and be like, "Oh, let me go after them." Those shots can't even penetrate its skin, and it's just like, "Well, King Kong, wait here. I'm gonna go kill him and be right back." Bruh.
But then King Kong came out and then used piece of
propeller,
yeah,
stabbed it in his goddamn neck. This shit ain't dead. Really.
Came back up when he had his girl in his hand, like trying to be like, "Oh, this is the past version," but it wasn't. It was simply just took it and just ripped out his.
It was dumb, and then he had her in his hand, right? The next scene, this bitch on the ground. I'm like, how he get her on the ground?
You don't even know how he get on.
I'm wondering if he flipped his hand over, or he used his other hand and just pushed her off.
And
because King Kong big, he big. Like her climbing on top of his hand would have needed like 2 ladders just to get up there.
She fit in his palm, in the middle of his hand, the palm of his hand.
She was like a piece, like a small ass nail. Put a small ass nail in your hand. That's the size of her King Kong hand. So I'm wondering how she get out this nigga hand.
You don't know that.
Bruh, that movie was it was good to pass time. But to me, he had it too much. I was just thinking about too many things. People saying it's a great movie. Yeah, it's a great movie.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
If I could watch Godzilla 2014 again,
I would.
We would. Seeing King Kong, it was a great movie, but too many things in there it just made me question a lot of things. Maybe things that I'm just too petty about. Like maybe I'm just being petty, picking out stuff, but that's just me. I found problems in it, and that were the problems. I just don't know why they had just waited the whole movie just to get one big ass version.
I mean, it wasn't even that big. Into account, it was like just a little bit taller than King Kong.
I mean, like King Kong, the movie, the first one, 3 big ass T-Rexes,
and he killed them.
That's what he fought.
I mean,
that's what he fought. 3 big ass T-Rexes. They didn't even have to make a bigger version.
It was just the same size T-Rex.
Same size T-Rex. It was just a good movie. It didn't need no big ass version, but they needed a big ass version. Now I don't even know where that even came from. How did it even get to that size that it's the same size as King Kong? How did they even get on the island?
Spoiler.
Oh my God.
Spoiler. That one, they said, killed King Kong's parents.
Yeah, they said they finished King Kong's race off, which I'm highly doubting because King Kong killed one in the freaking movie. You telling me the son killed one, but the parents can't kill him? boy.
So we was contemplating wondering if it's more big ones, big, but the dude who was there for 28 years, he basically said the one big one, the one big one.
Yeah, he said the one big one. So I'm thinking this one thing killed the whole king. Like he got two big ass King Kongs. You telling me that shit take down two big ass King Kongs?
And the son there that looked like he's a little smaller than him took it down. Like seriously?
Or it wasn't making no sense. I don't know where they got that
from. But it was a good movie though. It was a good movie.
It was a good movie. Just problems that could have been
resolved.
Just moved. They could have just took out scenes that didn't make sense. Put in scenes that make sense. I'm just curious to see what the ending scene was if they would talk about Godzilla, about gave us a trailer to the Godzilla versus King Kong. I just don't know where those monsters came from. They didn't even explain where King Kong came from. They just said Skull Island.
Skull Island. It was there. Skull Island.
It's hollow. It's hollow.
Like the Hollow Earth theory. And I don't know why they put that in the movie.
I don't know why they put that in the movie either, but I didn't understand either.
Maybe
I just don't get it.
Maybe that was making a reference to the movie Into the Earth.
Nah, there wasn't. I'm trying to find out where King Kong came from, how he came big, where his race came from. They didn't answer none of those questions. They just went straight into, we are in the time where there's monsters. That's it. They didn't say nothing. They didn't say nothing. I mean, at least they talked about where Godzilla came from. Look, in the previous Godzilla movies, they said he was a lizard. And then he got mutated into Godzilla. But that's wrong, obviously.
He was always there. He was just dormant, sleeping.
Now, in the movie, they're saying it seems like Godzilla came from Skull Island.
Which is partly bullshit.
I don't know. Maybe if he came from there, I don't know how. But they're saying he came from there, but I don't know how because he and Godzilla are two different species, even though they are all different species on their island. But Godzilla and King Kong on the same island.
Wouldn't be right because if Godzilla had to go there, he'd be the god. King Kong would be the king.
Yeah.
But Godzilla would win.
I just don't. I don't know. They're hurting my brain. They're killing my brain cells. I just don't know. They should have just explained where Godzilla came from, where King Kong came from. We gotta wait all the way till 2020
for the next Godzilla movie to come out to see what they'll be doing.
No. For the crossover to come out.
If it's gonna be any crossover.
I hope if there's a Godzilla 2, I want to see it. I want to see Godzilla 2 and see if they'll explain it a little better than King Kong. Because they didn't give us any backstory. They just said King Kong was there. He protected the people from these crab ass, whatever, the lizard ass.
Skull crawlers.
Looking like the man from Spider-Man 2. Like his race. Amazing Spider-Man, lizard nigga, green nigga. Like his plan actually came through. And he just went to the King Kong universe. Just lizards. That's what they is. Lizards fighting.
Humanoid lizard with only two hands. Basically.
I don't get it.
Skillful with the body, but two hands.
I don't get it. Is they lizards? Are they snakes? What are they, bro?
Like part snakes, part lizard.
Then why is there a big ass octopus in the lake? I thought octopuses are supposed to be saltwater creatures. Oh, that's a different octopus and it can survive in fresh water. And why is it so damn big?
I mean, King Kong literally
and how
eats that.
Bro, he ate the freaking octopus.
It was like
this nigga drink the water. Oh shit, there's an octopus in there. Pull that nigga out. Ate that nigga.
I mean, it wrapped itself tight, and all he did was just rest his foot on his body and just crushed it.
Bruh. The most annoying thing to me was just the girls to the back. They're just laughing and just looking at King Kong's ass. Laughing about everything. I was like, just shut up, please. Just shut up.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about King Kong.
All in all, King Kong.
It was a good movie.
He didn't look like a king. He just looked like. Oh boy. We didn't know we'd be talking for half an hour. Shit. King Kong was just It was a good movie. Problems, I could look over them and watch it with friends, just so we could try to understand the scenes better, and then say, okay, we got this wrong. Maybe we didn't listen at this part.
Right.
But me watching it again in free time, nope. Godzilla would definitely 100%, because I could watch that movie and I could hear everything they telling me. The mutos, where they came from, all those, I don't know where they came from, species originally, but they were dormant. They eat the Godzillas, or they feed from radiation, radiation,
yeah,
and all of that. So King Kong was a good movie. I would give it a B.
Ranking status B plus.
Ranking for me is a B, just a hard B. I can't give it a B plus. King Kong just didn't bring it. He's had some good ass fight scenes, but him just, I don't know. Like you see fire happening, right? You're not even gonna just make a wave, like just push the water towards them, create a tsunami or something.
He was like,
he just runs into the fire and just starts screaming.
And just get burned. No more spoilers. Sorry, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the video.
Boy. King Kong, boy. You just get a B. That's what I'm giving you. You get a B. That's it.
Godzilla would beat his ass. Leave your opinions in the comment section below, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, like for Godzilla.
Comment for, well, you must comment.
They must?
They don't have to, but yeah. Anyways, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. SWAZY's channel will be in the description below.
None of y'all niggas come across on my channel. Go, bruh.
Peace, guys.